Hi there, everyone. Hope you're doing well today. I wanted to talk a little bit about being your best self. Your best self, I believe, is not about your how perfect you are or how great you do things or how on the mark you are all the time. Being your best self requires you to cry when you need to cry sometimes and give yourself permission to be angry. Um, Give yourself permission to just feel whatever it is you're feeling in the moment. But for me, being the best self is learning how to work my way out of those things. So if I'm sad, I don't stay there too long, but I work through whatever's making me sad. If I'm angry, same thing. Anger seems to be a little, rougher and harder to get through for a lot of people, but it can be worked through, and it's not about not acknowledging how you feel and just sweeping it under the rug quickly. It's about acknowledging that you do have those feelings and working through them, figuring out why you have those feelings, and at one point letting them go. um, Being my best self, I used to think meant about, being good at everything and striving for perfection. And because when you hear the word best, you always think you have to be the best of. Well, you find the best of yourself when you actually find yourself. And I've learned that through my emotions and the things I have felt, I am at my better self now than I've ever been, because I'm really have gotten to know me, and I allow myself to make mistakes. And if you watch my videos, I mean, I'm always tripping over my words or I'm saying something that may not make sense, but for me that is my best self. That's who I am, and that's what I want to put out into the world. So don't mistake your best self for being the best at everything. Those are two completely different things. Allow yourself to feel, allow yourself to work through emotions, allow yourself to work through changes, and you do it at your own pace. The point is that you at least do it, and that you move forward from things. And the best way to do that is to work through your emotions. So when you're being your best self, you are accepting everything about yourself as well. Even the parts that you really don't like, and we've all got parts that we really don't like, and we've got parts that we absolutely adore. Um, some have more than others, one way or the other, but either way, I have found to be my best self, I need to be as close to my authentic self as possible. And if that means that this girl spends a day in tears over something, then that's okay, because it means that I'm working through my emotions and I'm figuring out where the tears are coming from, and I am um, also working through it and understanding myself better. If I'm angry, if I'm sad, if I'm happy, if I'm joyous, those are all emotions to work through. Now, joyous and happy are probably easier to get through, but every emotion you have is triggered by something. So when you are being your best self, you must allow yourself to feel things and work through them. So if you're somebody who, has high emotions, or somebody who's always thought, having, these emotions is too much, or you're too much, I assure you, you are not too much. You are just simply finding yourself, and you are simply finding the best version of yourself. Thank you. Have a great day.